Ich bin's wieder, Konsole Herren, hier mit meinem Let's Play von Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice. Und beim letzten Mal haben wir uns ein bisschen mit Dirk unterhalten und ihn zu unserem Mandanten erklärt. Ja, wir verteidigen natürlich vor Gericht. Auch wenn der DC-Act uns diesmal bei einem Verlust richtig hart ficken würde. Weil er dann wegen 2 Morden an jemanden aus der Royal Family dann öffentlich hingerichtet wird. Und das Vorstellung. Naja, wir untersuchen jetzt aber erstmal den Tatort. Ja. Fangen wir doch mal an mit den Statuen. It's like a small army of monks, all neatly lined up. It looks like they're facing the sarcophagus in prayer. If you look carefully, each one has a slightly different expression. I wonder if they used real people as models. Some are frowning, some are smiling. There's one that looks like he's trying his hardest not to burst out laughing. Really? I wonder why. Maybe it's like those times when things are so intense, you can't help but laugh. You know, like at funerals and stuff. They went through all the trouble of depicting that? Talk about going overboard. Tja, so ist es halt. Menschen sind komisch. Look, one of the statues is broken. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to see from here. Let's check it out when we get a little closer. Ja, merken wir uns das einfach mal. So, zuerst mal das Porträt. It looks like the Holy Mother was painted here to watch over Amara's sarcophagus. So it's like this tomb is protected by the founder. That must be so reassuring to those she left behind. Only one problem. They didn't paint the eyes she needs to do, said watching. Come to think of it, she doesn't have a mouth to smile down on the tomb with either. It's actually kind of creepy. I wonder if being watched over by something like that gives the queen nightmares. Hey, keep that up and the founder just might come and watch over you too. Tja, ja, das ist halt so die Sache, wenn man meinte, ein Tabu festzulegen, von wegen ihr Gesicht auf jeweils revealed werden. So, this is Amara's sarcophagus. Let's take a closer look. Angefangen mit dem Vorhang. Hey, these curtains open, Apollo. Und heraus kommt ein Schlüsselloch. That's one big sarcophagus. They say the mummy of Amara, the former queen, rests inside. A mummy, huh? Rats, it's locked. Hey, don't touch that! You mean we can't search inside it? Not a chance. Besides, it's not something anyone tried opening anyway. What if the real killer's hiding inside? Hey, anyone in there? Don't do that! You're going to get us cursed! Cursed? The queen likely bears a grudge toward the living after such a violent, painful death. So no one dares touch the sarcophagus for fear of incurring her wrath. Oh no, Apollo, what am I going to do? Komm schon, das ist doch nur Aberglaube. Don't look at me. In any case, the sarcophagus is temperature controlled. It's kept really cold to preserve the mummy. So even if someone did decide to hide inside it, they would eventually freeze to death. I see. Still, if they bundled up, I bet a person could hide in there for a little while. Schon, ne? Na gut. Genug am Sarg rumgespielt. Als nächstes, was ist da? It's full of ash. They must burn incense in here. So, I was wondering, Apollo, did the ash come from the incense sticks that were burned in this? Or do people put their incense in after there was already ash in here to hold them up? Don't be silly, Athena. The answer is simple. The ash is the product of prayers from the countless visitors who came here. It's not the chicken or the egg kind of thing. Aw, that's an interesting take on it. It's so much more poetic than mine. Süß. Na gut, und wie sieht das mit dem anderen aus? Hier ist ja auch so eins. It's full of ash. My guess would be this is an incense burner. Hey, look, Apollo! There's something in the ashes. Let's see what it is. Aha! Hier ist sogar tatsächlich was. Da leuchtet was. Is that a gemstone? Wonder what it's doing here. I've got this one covered, Apollo. Would you like to hear my brilliant theory? Well, I guess it wouldn't do any harm. You know how people make wishes by throwing coins into a phone, you know, on second thought, I'm good. What? You sure you don't need to hear my theory? I was just about to get to the good part. Let's just ask Emma. That'll be much quicker. Excuse me, Emma. What's this gemstone doing here? Oh, that. It's not a gem. It's a button. Albeit a very expensive one. From the victim's jacket. Must fallen off and gotten in there somehow. See? Every puzzle has an answer, Athena. Well, I thought my idea was pretty good. Wait, what's with the suit? See here? On the gemstone. Hey, you're right. Mysteriös, mysteriös. Aber gut, das ist doch schon mal ein guter Schritt. Dann bewegen wir uns mal weiter. Oh, die Outlines. I guess this is where Inga collapsed when he died. Better take a closer look. Müssen wir ja. Grauenhaft. Und da ist das Todesmesser. So, this is the murder weapon. Emma, did you find any prints on it? Yep, and they were super clear. They belong to one Dirk Satmadi. That's not good. Were there any others? There was one more print from another individual, but it was too smudged to identify. It's probably an old print from someone else who had handled the knife. Oh. Yet another piece of unhelpful info to add to our ever-growing pile. Das ist so typisch. Naja. Ein Telefon. I wonder if this is Inga's cell phone. It should be. His fingerprints are all over it. Do you know if he talked with anyone recently? There were a few calls logged between him and his underlings. They are all members of the secret police who were directly under the minister's control. You mean like spies? I don't think that's quite it. Ah, eine Pistole. So the minister was armed, huh? That's a 4-shot pistol. He had it for self-defense apparently. But it won't be firing anything anytime soon. Huh? He was carrying a broken gun around for show? No, we recovered a bullet here. Which means the gun probably broke as the minister fired its last round. Thing is, the gun's chambers are all empty. Yet, that one bullet is the only bullet we could find. That is strange. Where did the other 3 go? Maybe Dirk ate them. We can ask the next time we see him. Just be ready for his predictably shocking answer. Echt mal, warum sollte Dirk bitte schön Bullets essen? The fuck? Es gibt zwar das Sprichwort Nägel zum Frühstück essen, aber Bullets? They've already taken the body away. It's kind of sad how familiar I've become with body outlines. I have a photo of the body if you're interested. He was stabbed right in the back. The poor guy was practically skewered. What's he wearing on his arms? Those are the cuffs of justice. Seems to be a tradition here for the Minister of Justice to wear those forearm cuffs. They look like they're made of a thick fabric, so I guess they're on for protection. Maybe they're for keeping his sleeves out of the way when handling documents. Yeah, that's probably their original purpose. But over the years, the reason for wearing them was probably forgotten. So now, they're just one of many traditional things that people do without knowing why. Oh, I get it. Kind of like the way you roll up your sleeves, huh? Or your psychology, if we're going there. I happen to know why I started. Thank you very much. Süß. Na gut, danke. Und dann sind wir hier mit dem Body Outline fertig. Moment, da ist Blut. Wow, it's covered in blood. With a blood splatter this large, it must have been gotten all over the killer too. Come to think of it. There was blood on Dirk's clothes. The circumstantial evidence points to Dirk being the killer. That's what I'd concluded if I were a cop too. Why are things always so bleak for me? Es ist ein Fluch. Ich sag's ja, es ist ein Fluch. The sarcophagus is surrounded by a curtain. I bet someone could have hidden behind it. True, but that's one of the many places the royal guard checked after storming in. Wow, they were really thorough. Yes, well, apparently, one of their members loves mystery novels. He peered into every nook and cranny with an almost frightening amount of gusto. And when he was done, he said, "Very interesting. It's like one of those locked room mysteries." Sounds like he's in the wrong line of work. Der Typ sollte dann nicht Soldat werden, sondern Detektiv. Dann hat er... Da hat er es wirklich besser. Is this supposed to be Amara channeling a spirit? It looks like the spirit of some country's sultan or something. And she seems to be conveying something to his retainers. She's on fire! This must be Amara's assassination as allegedly carried out by Dirk. They really made him look evil. This is the weirdest one of all. Is that supposed to be Dirk facing his punishment in the afterlife? Anyway, I guess that's the last one. Nett. I guess we're supposed to see this is a happy ending. Yeah, except nobody came out of this story happy. Naja, wenn man es so sieht, ich meine, ja, laut diesem hat sie ja Gerechtigkeit gefunden, weil ihr Mörder erwischt und gefoltert wird. Nur um zu bemerken, dass Dirk nicht der Mörder ist. Ah! Mano! Dings. Ach ja, stimmt. Da war ja die Sache mit den Statuen. One of the statues is broken. Let's take a closer look. Na dann. Whoa. This thing's more splintered than a statue now. The bullet from the victim's gun did a really number on it. It seems like something you'd get cursed for, you know? In Minister Inga's case, I'd say getting your ticket punched in curse enough. Yeah, but those curses extend to the afterlife? You need to stop taking what Nayuta says so seriously. I'm perfectly capable of thinking for myself. Das sagen sie alle und dann sind sie schwanger. Huch, da glitzert was. There's something shiny down there. It's a pendant. There's blood on it. I wonder who it belongs to. All we know it's not the victims. No one in the royal family recognized it. Emma, did you lift any fingerprints on it? I did, but I wasn't able to get a clean one. That's too bad. But the blood turned out to be the victims. That means it must have fallen here in the course of the murder. It might be Dirk's. I should ask him about it later. Gute Idee. Ein Schmetterlingsanhänger. Wäre er nicht so blutverschmiert, dann ja. It's a Magatama, I think. Did it come from the broken statue? Look, Apollo, there's another one! But the other statues only have one each. Hey, you're right. Maybe the statue was special or something. Glaube ich ja nicht, aber gut. So. Look, there's a bullet here. It's from the pistol the victim was carrying. My guess is he tried to shoot his attacker, but missed and the bullet ended up here. We've already determined the rifling marks to be a match to his gun. Rifling marks? Aren't those? Oh, shall I explain? The science behind this is absolutely fascinating. No, we're good. Lawyers think they're so smart. You do realize we can hear you. Typisch. Na gut, ein bisschen drehen. Ach so, wir sind hier fertig. Na gut, dann als nächstes gucken wir uns mal die Tür an. Tür! Someone could have hid behind these curtains. Here, I go give it a try! Well, can you tell I'm hiding here? No, I can't tell at all. That's it! That's the perfect hiding place! We did it, Apollo! We solved the case! Sorry to burst your bubble, but the royal guards searched the tomb high and low right after they stormed in. And they said no one else was in here besides Minister Inga, Dirk and Miss Faye. Well, back to the drawing board, I guess. Mano! My brilliant deduction! Destroyed in 3 sentences! Sehr gemein. So, jetzt aber zum Stuhl. Miss Fay was apparently tied to this chair. Let's take a closer look. We should try to cover every angle possible here. Slide the touchscreen. Or use the circle pad to look around carefully in this area. No shit, Sherlock, das hatten wir gerade bei den Statue. Ja, na gut, zuerst der Stuhl. Poor Miss Fay. She must have been tied up to this chair. I can just imagine how much her backside must hurt after sitting here for so long. It would have been torture for you, I bet. I mean, you don't know how to sit still. If by that you mean like to stay active, then I have to agree with you. Ach ja. I bet you didn't know, but I happen to be a bit of an escape artist myself. Trucy showed me how to do her rope escape trick. And why would you bother learning something like that? Because we're always getting into trouble when working cases with Mr. Wright. So I thought it might come in handy someday. Well, I guess you're right about that. Miss Fay could definitely use that knowledge. That's right! So now, you just sit right here and we'll get started. What in the world gave you the idea I wanted to learn? Keine Ahnung? Vielleicht Dings? Neugier? Oh. Aha, Moment. Was haben wir denn da? So, jetzt aber. Haha. Look, there's a bloodstain on one of the chair legs. Really? Hey, you're right. I completely missed that. Let's move the chair so we can check under it. There's more blood under the chair leg. I wonder what it's doing here. I have some Lumino here. Why don't you do some testing around it? Okay. Dann wollen wir mal ein bisschen testen. Oh! Look! Die Spuren führen zum Sarkophag. The bloodstain leads all the way to the sarcophagus. Emma, is this Minister Inga's blood? Hold on 1 second. Huh? That's strange. I didn't get a match. So then, whose blood is it? Dirk and Miss Fay weren't wounded as far as we know. And the blood's been wiped up by someone for some reason. Yeah, that's strange too. Also wem auch immer das Blut gehört. Die Person müsste man unbedingt befragen. I think we've covered just about everything. Maybe we should go over what we've learned so far. For starters, we're dealing with a locked room murder. But instead of the tomb being locked, it was being cornered off by the royal guard. And after the murder, no one was found to be hiding inside. Right, in addition, we also know that Dirk's fingerprints are all over the murder weapon. The curtain around the sarcophagus was drenched in the victim's blood on one side. The blood must also gotten on the killer when they stabbed the minister from behind. Dirk had blood on him when the crime was first discovered. Unfortunately, he doesn't remember what happened. This is not good. So, what we know so far is things couldn't be worse for our case, And that's still an underestimated somehow. Understatement, was auch immer. Yeah, it's looking pretty grim. Oh, if you two are done here, I'll have to ask you to leave. Go on, scoot! Something wrong, Emma? Why are you trying to give us the boot? It's just easier if you're not here when His Ephemeral Holiness arrives. Ah! Speak of the devil. Prosecutor Sabmadi! Detective Sky, it seems you've spoken at length with these two lawyers. I do hope you've also kept an eye on them. Yes, of course! Like a hawk! They didn't touch a single thing! Give a lawyer an inch and they'll take a mile. Never forget that. There's that look of distrust again. Hey, Nayuta! Do you really believe that Dirk's guilty? And are you seriously going to prosecute this case? I mean, he's your father! You were once part of the Defiant Dragons, weren't you? Hey, Nayuta! Wait! I said wait! Come on, Athena, after him! Huh? Oh, right behind you! BCD, das dürfen wir selber machen, ja ganz toll. Nett. Na dann. Hinter Nayuta her. 18. Mai, Garan Palace Royal Residence. Das machen wir noch, komm. Gleich ist ja eh ein Checkpoint. Nayuta, would you stop already? What do you want? It's about Dirk. Would you please hear me out? I fail to see why I should. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hold it!
Nayuta! Are you afraid of what I might have to say? If not, then there's no harm in listening, right?
Very well. Speak. But make it quick. There's much I must do.
Why does everything have to be so difficult with you? Es ist halt schwierig mit Nayuta, das stimmt. Aber Dirk hat aber auch ein gutes Argument gebraucht, warum er sich so benimmt. So, I know you'll be prosecuting Dirk's case, but aren't here any other prosecutors in this country? Why does it have to be you?
Her Eminence, Queen Garan, personally requested that I serve as prosecutor.
She did? That would make it hard to say no.
Her Eminence thinks highly of my prosecutorial skills.
Still, she didn't have to ask you to handle a case against your own father. Be honest, you really don't want to do this, do you?
You speak of love and sentiment.
I guess so.
I do not deny such human emotions. But the law is the law, and placing personal feelings above it is beyond reproof. Do you disagree?
Well, no, I don't disagree, but
civilizations only exist due to the confines of the law. Without them, love and sentiment would lack the fertile soil they need to flourish. Do you disagree?
No, but
the law must be obeyed. This truth sits above all else, including personal feelings. Therefore, whether or not I am the son of the accused is of no consequence. It is that simple. Or would you say otherwise?
But come on, Apollo! Tell him how wrong he is! But don't you know,
wish it wasn't that way. It appears I've wasted my breath on you.
And the winner is Prosecutor Satmadi!
Still spewing empty words devoid of meaning or consequence, I see. You putrid red pepper.
Ah!
I know I'm right.
But did he have to be so eloquent about his point? It's like he's trying to cover something up with his pretty words. Apollo, I'd cut back on the debates with him if I were you. Just stick to questions, like the one you wanted to ask. Menno. Ist doch wahr. Na Jutta, I wanted to ask you about that hostage situation. Inga said he had someone dear to Dirk in the palm of his hand. And he was using that person, along with his hostage, as leverage in obtaining the orb.
That's news to me.
Well, that's what Inga said. You can kiss your chances of getting the orb goodbye. My affair ain't my only, how shall I say, insurance, you know, Dirk. What? I've got someone dear to you right in the palm of my hand, see? Now that one, well, you can imagine what kinds of things I could do, right? Glad you're seeing things my way. Arschloch! I got the impression Dirk had no choice but to follow Inga's demands after he heard that. So, who do you suppose this special person is?
I wouldn't know.
My bracelet's reacting. Aha, weiß es also doch. Hey, Nayuta, about what you just said. Ouch! My bracelet is crushing my wrist! Yes! That really hurts! What the heck's going on?
I'm wise to your tricks, you putrid pepper. That bracelet reacts to the entities of the people around you by squeezing your wrist. But now that I know how it works, I can make it tighten around your wrist anytime I wish. Consider this a warning.
Ah! I don't know how he did it, but this renders my bracelet useless. Danke! Alter! So, das ist nun echt gemein.
Such devilry will powerless in the face of the Holy Mother's blessings.
Looks like your special power won't work against Prosecutor Satmadi, Apollo. We'll have to try something else. You're right. We'll just have to ask Dirk about this.
It appears you intend to go through with a trial you have no hope of winning. Grow up, Mr. Justice. We are no longer children, you and I.
I'm not the one who needs to grow up, Nayuta. In case you didn't hear, I won my last case against none other than Mr. Wright. You tell him, Apollo!
Is he mad? I cannot tell with him. This trial is different. Your foolishness will only earn you a death sentence for aiding and abetting a criminal. And those who die as criminals are doomed to be reborn in the next life as something lower than a bug or vegetable. You would be lucky to return to this realm as a patch of mold.
Mold? That's pretty harsh!
If you wish to avert such a fate, abandon this folly before it is too late.
I don't care if I end up as a dollop or blue cheese dressing in my next life. I'm going to defend Dirk in court!
You fool. Know this. I intend to prosecute the accused with all my might, no matter what you say or do. Consider yourself forewarned. Now, if you will excuse me.
Prosecutor said Marty knows his father will be publicly executed if he's found guilty. Yet he won't show even an ounce of mercy.
Nayuta, is this really you? Have you really changed? Do you really plan on sending Dirk to his death? Do you even hear me? Don't Dirk and I matter to you anymore?
Sad story. Das ist traurig. Mega, mega traurig. Ach Mann. Das ist doch... Menno. Scheiß Situation. Egal ob positiv oder negativ, Bewertung, gern gesehen, das war's meinerseits und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal wieder. Sehr geil.